Hello, guys. How are you doing? Welcome back to Newcastle podcast. I'm Zé Garcia, and you are?
Big Paul!
Oh, nice to meet you, Big Paul.
Nice to meet you
Tu vem
too.
sempre aqui?
De vez em quando.
Very good. So, today we are going to talk about
Star Wars.
One of the greatest sagas of all time. We have already talked about Lord of the Rings, so we have to talk about Star Wars. We actually we talked about Lord of the Rings saga, we talk about Harry Potter sagas, and of course, one of the oldest and one of the most important ones is Star Wars. So, let's start our podcast.
Yes.
Sobe vinheta.
So, let's talk about Star Wars today, guys. First of all, I'd like to mention I've just watched 2 movies of Star Wars.
What the hell?
Yeah,
You haven't
please,
watched
please.
Star Wars movies?
Yes, I watched only 2 movies.
Please,
So-
I need an exchange. Felipe, come here. Go back there.
Nós te desafiamos a assistir os 9 filmes do Star Wars pro mês que vem.
O desafio está aceito.
So,
Nós vamos voltar aqui em junho e você vai dar um feedback, a sua opinião sobre cada um deles.
Ok.
our director Felipe is proposing a challenge here, and the challenge is accepted by Big Paul. He has to watch all the 9 movies from the saga. You have watched only 2, yeah?
Yes, I need to watch
Which ones did you watch?
Rogue One and The Return of Jedi.
Então, actually, he watched only one. Então, na verdade, ele assistiu só um. Porque quando a gente fala da saga, eu tô falando da história principal, que são 9 filmes e não conta Rogue One, que é uma
Yes.
história paralela. Então, na
Yes.
verdade, da história dos 9 filmes, você assistiu só
The Return of Jedi.
The Return of Jedi?
Yes.
What was the story of the one that you watched?
I just remember you were the chosen one. I remember this.
You watched you
Are
actually watched the
confused.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, Revenge of Sith. Yes.
Yes, which is the one that Darth Vader becomes Darth Vader.
Yes.
All right, very good. Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. So that's it. You have to watch, and then we are going to talk
Okay.
again. So what do you know about Star Wars?
Well, I know it's a very fantastic universe. All the fans love it, and it's very famous around the world. It's literally a kind of religion for some people.
Yes.
Because people take Star Wars really seriously. There are people who collect action figure. There are people who have many Legos of the spacecrafts of Star Wars.
They know the languages which is spoken in each of the words. It's
Yes.
crazy. Yes, people
The
have
races of characters, yes, because there are Jedi's, there are Chewbacca and many others.
many other types of
Robots,
characters.
yes.
Yes, it's it became something really, really big. So one thing that it's important, we have 9 different movies.
Yes.
Já serve até como uma introdução para você já entender o que vai acontecer. Revenge of the Sith, the movie that you watched, is the 3rd movie from the trilogy from the 90s, da trilogia dos anos 90, que é a trilogia inicial, que representa a part 1, part 2 and part 3 of the story.
Yes.
Actually, the first trilogy from the 80s was in the middle of the story. So it represents episode 4, episode 5, and episode 6. And the last trilogy that was released in the last 10 years, they represent episodes 7, 8, and 9. All right?
Yes.
It's kind of confusing. É meio confuso. Mas como assim eles começaram pelo meio? Na verdade, eles não começaram pelo meio. Na verdade, o que aconteceu é que a história começou como se fosse o começo mesmo. Então, o que eles chamam hoje de episódio 4 não era episódio 4 quando foi lançado no final dos anos 70. Era um Star Wars normal. Aí eles criaram a história, fez muito sucesso. E aí veio a trilogia de prequels, que começou a contar a história do famoso vilão da trilogia inicial. Então, eles criaram uma trilogia anterior para contar a história de Darth Vader. Probably one of the most famous villains, if not the most famous one of all time. You know Darth Vader, yeah?
Yes. His original identity is Anakin Skywalker, yes?
Anakin Skywalker, but
yes. He's the father of Luke Skywalker.
Spoiler alert. Mas tudo bem, esse spoiler tem mais de 40 anos, pode soltar. Everyone knows that Luke Skywalker is the son of Darth Vader. Actually, it's interesting because when I've watched the movie, I also knew about that. Quando eu assisti o filme, quando era moleque, né? Adolescente, não assisti no cinema, eu não sou velho nesse nível, não. Eu assisti em casa, assisti em videocassete. Não, brincadeira, DVD.
Blu-ray.
Não, era em videocassete mesmo. Eu sou dessa época. Eu já sabia, porque isso todo mundo acabou sabendo, que o Darth Vader era o pai do o pai do Luke Skywalker. Mas o que meus pais contam é que, na época que esse filme foi lançado, esse foi um dos maiores choques da história do cinema. Essa revelação. No cinema, dizem que quando Luke Skywalker, quando o Darth Vader fala, Luke, I am your father, tinha aquele, no cinema.
I am your father.
Ninguém esperava, foi surpreendente. It was very surprising.
Yes.
It is probably one of the greatest plot twists from movie history. Yes. É provavelmente uma das maiores reviravoltas da história do cinema. Mas hoje em dia ninguém cai mais nessa reviravolta, porque todo mundo já sabe dela.
And the creator of Star Wars was George Lucas, yes?
Was George Lucas. George was the creator of the universe, and he was the director of the first movie, A New Hope, and Return of the Jedi from the first trilogy.
A curiosity, because I don't understand too much about this universe. What is the how can I say this? Is there I don't know a connection between Star Wars and Star Trek or not?
Not at all.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Not at all.
They have no connection.
No connection. But that's interesting because it is two different movies from what we talked in the other episode, the nerd environment, the nerd industry.
Big Paul entrou na maior guerra nerd da história.
O Felipe falando, nosso diretor, ele já está revoltado aqui. Você é um fã de Star Wars ou de Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Não é um nerd raiz. Porque nerd raiz é Star Trek.
Porque tem um Spock, ok?
Basicamente, o Star Trek é bem mais... O tom do filme é diferente dos filmes. E o Star Trek, ele tem um estilo mais político. Então, a política é muito importante em todas as histórias do Star Trek. A relação política, você também tem diferentes planetas, diferentes criaturas, e um universo, mas a relação política entre esses personagens é muito importante. O Star Wars tem um tom mais de ação, aventura, fantasia. Tem uma parte política da República, tem um tom, principalmente na trilogia do meio, né, a trilogia dos anos 90, que é a inicial, a que mostra o Anakin virando o Darth Vader. Tem o aspecto político é importante, o que lembra até Star Trek, mas em geral Star Trek é considerado mais elaborado do ponto de vista dramático.
Yes.
But that's it. But that's a big fight between Star Trekkers and Star Wars fans.
I will understand one day. And just before you move on and tell us your opinion about the trilogy, who are the Sith? Because I know they were responsible for Anakin becomes the Darth Vader. Because the Sith, are they villains? Who are they?
They are the big villains of the movie, actually. Yeah, because actually Anakin, which becomes Darth Vader, he's actually not that bad. Also, in the new trilogy, we have a new villain, which was supposed to be a Jedi, and he also was brought to the Dark Force for the Sith, which in the movie that you watched, which is the Trilogy of the Middle, no filme que você assistiu da trilogia do meio, na verdade o Sith é o senador Palpatine, né?
Yes.
Palpatine Senator, yeah? and he is the Sith, and he's the responsible for bringing Anakin to the Dark Force.
Yeah.
Guys, just a little bit, talking a little bit about all the trilogies. In my opinion, the first trilogy still the best by far. Like by far. Even with the technology advancements, I still think the first trilogy is the best one. I think the second trilogy actually has a lot of problems because it uses a lot of GCI, so
Yeah.
computer graphics, CGIs.
CGI.
Sorry, guys, CGIs, computer graphics. Okay, uses a lot of computer graphics, and in the original trilogy, they didn't have computer graphics to use, so they used a lot of miniatures to do the effects. They used a lot of makeup in the characters and the creatures, and actually, that is better than the CGI in the other movies. Yeah, in the second trilogy, the last trilogy, of course, the technology is just great. The use of technology is great, but I don't think the story is that good. So I still think the first trilogy is the best one. E quando eu falo first trilogy, eu tô falando da primeira a ser lançada, né? Porque, lembrando, a primeira trilogia a ser lançada, hoje em dia representa o meio da história. Mas para mim, são os 3 melhores filmes. A New Hope, Uma Nova Esperança, The Empire Strikes Back, que é o Império Contra-Ataca, e The Return of Jedi, O Retorno de Jedi, os 3 filmes excepcionais. Empire Strikes Back, o Império Contra-Ataca, até hoje considerado o melhor filme de toda a saga Star Wars, que é inclusive o filme que tem a cena mais famosa de todas, que é o Luke, I am your father, a revelação do Darth Vader. So, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. I will watch, and we are going to talk about this next month.
Very good. 1 month, you watch everything?
Yes, I will.
Very good. That's
So-
it for today, guys. See you around. See you in the next episodes of Newcastle Podcast. Bye, guys.
Bye. May the fourth be with you.
May the force be with you.
Bye bye.